Commander Edward Pellew himself to see you, sir.
Very well, you can leave us.
Your Honour, I shall have to lock you in.
Then do it.
That it should come to this. You of all people.
It's good of you to come and see me, sir.
This is not a social call, man. Good God, sir. In a few hours, you'll be on trial for your life. And unless there are extenuating circumstances, you'll hang. Hang in front of the entire squadron.
I believe it was our duty to restore order and discipline aboard ship, sir.
Order and discipline, black bloody mutiny, sir. That's what the charge is. And against a captain who was a hero of the Nile and the Battle of Cape St. Vincent. One of Nelson's own, dear God.
It was for the good of the service, sir. Hero or not, we were headed for disaster.
Mr. Hornblower, it's your decision.
Roll that cleat!
If this keeps up, we'll be aloft before long, I warrant you.
That'll sort out the men from the boys.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, kids. Stick with me. You'll grow up as better as the rest of us.
Mr. Welland, my respects to Captain Sawyer. Please inform him we're about to shorten sail.
Aye, aye, sir.
Matthews, hands aloft to double reef that main topsail.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, yeah. Come on, lads. Come on, Randall. Come on, you little one. Get up there.
Come on, lad.
Come. What brings you to interrupt my fruit, Mr. Welland?
Captain Sawyer, sir.
Come on, boy. We won't eat you. I don't believe Dr. Clive and I have enough room left for you, young midshipman.
Couldn't manage another thing.
Mr. Hornblower sends his respects, sir, and to inform you he's shortening sail.
Watch what you're doing, Seus! Just watch yourself, Randall! Keep your friend out my way! Where are you going?
Captain Sawyer, sir, I've ordered another reef in the main topsail, sir.
So I hear, Mr. Hornblower. Your decision alone?
Indeed, sir.
Mr. Buckland, you're the first lieutenant. Do my standing orders require the officer of the watch to inform me before shortening sail or not? Sir! Sir! What kind of answer is that? Do they or do they not?
Yes, sir, they do, sir.
Mr. Hornblower?
With respect, sir, your orders require us to inform you when shortening sail, sir.
Don't come to sea lawyer with me, sir. Ahoy there! Gunner! Mr. Hobbs! Sir! Have you ever had difficulty interpreting my orders?
Indeed I have not, sir!
There you are, then. A gunner has no trouble understanding my orders. What do you say to that, Mr. Hornblower?
My apologies, sir. I must have misunderstood.
The excellent men of your own division, are they not? Perhaps by teaching them a lesson, you'll learn something of your own.
But, sir, it was I who made the mistake.
Jump to it, you lowers! The last man of the yardarm gets a flogging. A dozen at the gratings for the last man on deck.
Out my way, laddie! Come here, boy!
Pass the word for the doctor! Pass the word for the doctor! He's dead, sir.
Well! Well!
He's dead!
Dr. Clyde will be the judge of that. Doctor!
Dead, sir.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Hornblower? Have the lubber thrown over the side. Do you hear, Mr. Hornblower?
For God's sake, Horatio.
The lad's dead, sir. Nothing will bring him back. Is that right, Mr. Kennedy?
Yes, Styles, that's right.
We can read over him later, sir.
Mr. Hornblower, get that man off my quarterdeck.
Aye, aye, sir.
Stow those bales forward on the gun deck.
Morning. Bush, second lieutenant.
Look out there! Look out!
Hornblower, third lieutenant.
Interesting welcoming ceremony, Mr. Hornblower.
My apologies, Mr. Bush. Are you quite all right?
Nothing damaged but my pride, I think.
Hey there, you at the stay tackles. Mind what you're doing. Mr. Hobbs, keep an eye on your men there.
Aye, aye, sir.
Mr. Hobbs, lay aft here.
Mr. Hobbs, your recklessness nearly injured one of the ship's senior officers, not to mention damaging vital supplies. Don't use that tone of voice when replying to an order.
Aye, aye, sir.
Perhaps if the men were better supervised, these accidents wouldn't happen, Mr. Hornblower.
Captain's coming off, sir.
Quite right. Run forward and tell Mr. Buckland. Bosun's mate, side boys, lively now!
Lieutenant Bush, come aboard, sir.
You came in my absence, did you?
I did, sir.
Did you report to the first lieutenant?
No, sir.
In my absence, you should have reported to Mr. Buckland. Mr. Buckland, why did Mr. Bush not report to you?
I'm very sorry, sir. I was unaware that Mr. Bush had come aboard. He should have made himself known, sir. I was forward, inspecting the anchor cables.
Mr. Bush?
I arrived only a few minutes before you, sir. I wish to present myself personally. And may I say, sir, what an honor it is to serve under a captain with so distinguished a record.
Well, Mr. Bush, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
In time, you may indeed thank me. Very well.
You don't know Captain Sawyer, then?
I know his reputation.
As a fighting captain or as a man?
What are you implying, Mr.
Kennedy, sir. Fourth lieutenant.
Well, Mr. Kennedy, I don't think I much care for your tone, sir.
Mr. Kennedy was merely making conversation. Weren't you, Mr. Kennedy? Now let me show you the wardroom.
Very good of you.
I don't think I much care for your tone, sir.
What an honor to serve under a captain with such a record, sir.
That's enough, Mr. Welland. Now get below and find out what that hullabaloo is all about before it brings the captain down on us again.
Yeah, push the little bugger off the yard arm. Who cares?
Mr. Matthews, you're the bosun! You get them to stop this bloody racket! Silence!
Right, what's going on here? You, Randall, what's all this?
Just settling a little difference of opinion, you might say.
Captain Sawyer loves a bit of bare knuckle between the men. Keeps them ready for the real thing, he says.
Come on, Mr. Matthews, get them to break this up.
Aye, aye, Mr. Welland. Come on now. Hey!
No word. Hold hard there, Mr. Matthews. This hasn't been settled yet. The captain wouldn't like it if he knew we were interfering in the men's sport, would he?
The captain doesn't need to know, does he, Mr. Hobbs?
Yeah, not unless some little toady says...
Hey!
Randall, break it up now.
Make me, little boy.
Sir! Randall! You call him sir!
Any man! Any man, Mr. Hobbs, who thinks differently had better remember the punishment for disobeying a superior officer. Tell them, Matthews.
Death, sir.
Indeed, death. And best you all remember it.
Get the ship underway, if you please, Mr. Buckland.
Aye, sir. Loose the headsails!
Loose the headsail!
Hands aloft to loose the topsails!
Hands aloft to loose the topsail!
Carry on, Mr. Bush.
Put your backs into it. Stop and go!
Sir Hornblower.
Sir,
Set a course to weather the Lizard and then southwest, sir.
weather the Lizard and southwest it is, sir. South by west to quarter west.
South by west to quarter west, sir. Well, gentlemen, it's the West Indies for us. Santo Domingo.
The blacks are in rebellion there.
Very good, Mr. Hornblower. Very good. Gentlemen, we can certainly rely on Mr. Hornblower to keep us abreast of current events. Yes, a slave rebellion. They're uprising against their Spanish masters, started by that damned dangerous French revolutionary nonsense. Liberty, fraternity, stupidity. You're not a revolutionary, are you, Mr. Hornblower?
Indeed, I'm not, sir.
No. We know how to deal with them in His Majesty's ships, don't we? Santo Domingo, gentlemen. There's a nest of Spanish privateers right here in Samana Bay, menacing our trade through the Mona Strait. It's our task to clear the vermin out.
That's a far cry from Napoleon, sir, but we've 10 times more chance of action than with the Channel Fleet.
Not so, Mr. Bush? Not so. Now, there's a man after my own heart. And plenty of action you shall have, Mr. Bush. Along with an abundance of yellow fever and ague, eh, Dr. Clive?
Putrid fever and poisonous serpents, sir.
Tropical heat, bad water.
Hurricanes and shipworm.
When were you last in the West Indies, Mr. Buckland?
Sir,
Answer the question. When were you in the West Indies, Mr. Buckland?
I regret to say...
Never. You were never in the West Indies. That's when you were in the West Indies, Mr. Buckland. Hurricanes and shipworm. Not a day's sail from Plymouth and you're out of your depth already. Am I not right, Mr. Bush? I said, isn't that right?
Sir, I protest.
We all have much to learn, sir, from your example.
Quite right, Dr. Clark. Hurricanes and shipworm.
Gentlemen.
Then how would you describe such unsound behavior?
Captain Sawyer's just wary, Archie.
Weary? The man's bedeviled, Horatio.
Now, do you think Bush would agree with you?
Well, no.
Or Buckland? Each captain has his own way, Archie.
Tell that to the poor young seaman of yours that we scraped off the deck and threw over the side.
May I remind you that when we first heard we were to transfer to Captain Sawyer's command, we drank Portsmouth dry in celebration. The man's a national hero. He's earned his place in history.
It's not history that concerns me, Horatio. It's the future. It's far more uncertain.
She sails well.
Yes, she loves a stiff breeze.
This is a bit more than a stiff breeze. We'll have to get some sail off her.
The captain has to be informed first, sir. Standing orders.
Very well, Mr. Kennedy, if you would, please.
Aye, aye, sir.
You want to take a reef, Mr. Bush?
Yes, sir. With your permission, sir.
Very good, Mr. Bush. Call all hands.
All hands! All hands to reef topsail! All hands to reef topsail!
Man the halyards and reef tackles! Steam tackles! Haul!
Jump back into it!
Who's that countermanding my orders?
It's me, sir! Welland!
You'll be sorry for this, Mr. Welland. Get down here immediately, sir.
There's a reef point caught in the block, sir. Weather side. The sail was starting to tear.
What do you mean, coming between me and a man who disobeys me?
Mr. Welland is on my station, sir. He was only doing his duty.
Get down immediately, both of you! Mr. Bush, be so good as to send a hand to clear that reef tackle.
Aye, aye, sir.
You there! Lay aloft and clear that tackle!
Get below, Mr. Welland. You too, Mr. Hornblower. I'll teach you to conspire, trying to make me a laughing stock in front of the men. Do you hear me? Get below! Mr. Buckland, call the hands aft here, if you please.
Aye, aye, sir. All hands, lay aloft here!
I know where loyalty is to be found, men. I've seen it. I see it now. I see your loyal hearts. I watch your unremitting labors as I watch everything that goes on in this ship. Traitors meet their just deserts, and loyal hearts get their rewards. We'll splice the main brace! Yay! A ton of rum to every man! Yay!
On the forenoon watch. They'll be drunk as lords.
Come on, close up, close up.
Mr. Matthews, lay aft here and bring your mate with you.
Aye, sir.
Give me your raven, Mr. Matthews.
Mr. Willard's presence is required by the captain, sir.
You too, Mr. Hornblower. Very well.
I don't like it, sir. The lad were only doing his duty.
No way out of it, Matthews.
I could go a bit easier.
Don't even think it. It'll be noticed, sure as sin. It'll only make things worse.
No hard feelings, Mr. Willard.
I've seen a beating, sir. I believe I will stand it well enough.
Good man.
Come on, then. Let's get it over with.
And, sir, thank you for speaking up for me.
It's an injustice, Horatio. It's discipline, Archie.
Six.
Well, Doctor. The full dozen, if you please, Mr. Matthews.
Aye, aye, sir.
Come on.
7.
8. 9.
10.
11.
12.
That's it. 12.
Serves the little bugger right.
Very well. The dishonorable part of Mr. Welland has paid the price for his dishonor. May that be a lesson to you, young man. Now, Mr. Hornblower, your punishment. You think to be a colluder and corrupter of your juniors and to walk away scot-free?
Were that the case, sir?
No quibbling with me, sir. Were you still a midshipman, I would flog you like we have Mr. Welland. Your position, however, dictates a more imaginative approach. You are on continuous watch for the next 36 hours. And I would remind you that an officer caught sleeping on duty is subject to the most rigorous penalty of the Articles of War. And you know what that is.
Yes, sir.
Then God help you if you're found asleep.
Continuous watch, then, Mr. Hornblower.
Yes, sir. 36 hours, sir.
It's a long time. Are you up to it?
It's Captain Sawyer's wish, sir.
It doesn't do to cross the captain. It's a lesson we all learn.
That was never my intention, sir.
Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Stand firm. Accept your punishment, and we'll hear no more about it.
Yes, Mr. Welland.
Carry on.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Very good, Mr. Welland.
Mr. Welland. Those sand glasses need to be run against each other.
Aye, aye, sir.
Mark off each minute on a slate, or you might lose your reckoning. Concentrate on the task in hand. It'll help to keep your mind off the pain.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Welland at work?
Aye, aye, sir.
Aye, aye, sir. Mr. Welland has learned better now, perhaps, than to conspire against his captain. Against his lawful superior set in authority over him by act of his most gracious majesty, King George II. Has learned that it is the painful duty of his
Picking on Welland again.
Mr. Welland the consequences of such behavior.
Yes.
Aboard one of His Majesty's ships.
Is that reasonable, do you think?
I don't see where reason comes into it.
Mr. Welland is sulky.
So you decided to hold me up in derision in front of the hands?
You and that cub, Mr. Hornblower, you plotted and planned so that my lawful authority should be set at naught.
No, not at all, sir.
Why attempt to deny it? Which one of you was it planned to snag that brief point?
No one, sir.
No one, sir. How can that be? No one. It was a plot. So you pretend to be busy to hide your face because of the guilt that is written upon it. You think to deceive me?
I gave orders that Mr. Welland should test the glasses against each other, sir.
You are sadly mistaken, Mr. Kennedy, if you believe there is any good in this young fellow. Unless, of course, you are part and parcel of this infamous affair.
I was merely observing, sir, that he was busy only because I told him to be so.
What do you say, Mr. Bush? We can rely on your judgment, I'm sure.
Boy knows nothing, sir. Doesn't know the bobstay from the spanker boom.
Oh, no, Mr. Bush. You're too honest. I knew it the moment I first saw you. You don't understand these poisonous young reptiles. We must dredge the truth out of him. Oh, yes. Get below, Mr. Welland. I'll have it out of you, by God, I will. Quartermaster, run forward and get Mr. Matthews to lay aft here and his mate.
Aye, sir.
Another dozen, and he'll coo like a dove.
We must intervene.
The captain is master of the ship.
And he sought your opinion, sir, which I note contained nothing to dissuade him from this beating upon which he is now embarked.
Mr. Hornblower, may I suggest you take the time to remind Mr. Kennedy that he is merely 4th lieutenant aboard this ship?
He has the captain's ear. Why did he not speak when he had the chance?
Say what? The captain's blood was up. For Mr. Bush to have spoken up for Mr. Welland would only have provoked him further.
You think I should have held my tongue? You think I made it worse?
You acted for the best.
Oh. Well, there's precious salt for my conscience.
On deck there! Sail ho! Where away? 4 points abaft the main, sir!
Run aloft with your glass, Mr. Kennedy. See what you make of it.
Aye, aye, sir.
Matthews.
Hello.
We're wanted aft.
What now?
Bring your kit.
Oh, hell. Not another one. Who is it this time?
Young Welland again.
There, sir. Just forward of the backstay.
French frigate! 36 guns! She's cleared for action!
36, eh?
Shall we inform the captain, sir? She's catching us fast.
Stab the lion on his prey. Rather you than me, Mr. Bush.
I'll go, sir.
No. No need, Mr. Hornblower. 36 guns to our 74. They'd never dare.
There's 2 of them! 2 frigates!
Damn.
Let's change the odds a bit.
Mr. Hornblower, you better have a good reason for this interruption.
Yes, sir. Mr. Buckland's respects there, and there are 2 French frigates on the starboard quarter.
Tell Mr. Buckland I shall be on deck directly. Bosun.
Sir, they're cleared for action and coming up fast.
Thank you, Mr. Hornblower. That will be all.
They'll be up with us in minutes, sir.
Damn it, man. We can blow them to pieces long before we come into range of their piddling little pop guns.
Not if we're not cleared for action, sir.
You will answer for this later. We thought perhaps, sir, that, clear for action.
Clear for action! Damn you! Beat to quarters!
Come on, man! Look lively! Over the stone port!
My God, they're fast.
Mr. Hobbs, you will oblige me by taking a rope's end to those men if they don't bestir their miserable selves. What's wrong with them?
Aye, sir! Come on, sacred to the side, Dagger!
Smarten yourselves up, men. They're drunk, that's what's wrong with the buggers.
Beware a loose tongue, Mr. Matthews. You never know where it might lead.
My tongue may be loose, Mr. Hobbs. But at least he's not raw for licking the captain's ass.
Come on, put your backs into it!
My God, she'll be across our stern any moment. God help us.
I have no muttering on my deck.
Where are those damn powder monkeys?
First part of my to the stern, chest, if you please, Mr. Welland.
Aye, sir. Put it on the side.
Mind that tackle!
You think they'll be cleared in time?
God knows. If this crew weren't such an ill-disciplined, drunken rabble, we would.
That's not what I asked.
Nevertheless, it's the point at issue. Oh, mind that, damn it!
Mr. Welland, here!
Sir, if she shows any signs of bringing her guns to bear, you're to shout it out immediately.
Aye, sir.
Come on, look lively!
Load!
They're running out the guns on the starboard side, sir. Shot! Sir, I think she's about to open fire.
Belay that shot! Run her out as she is, damn it! We're firing warning, Mr. Bush.
Warning? What the devil?
She has to see us smoke. None of our guns is ready.
Very well.
Shot!
Fire! Stand clear! Reload!
Frenchman bearing further away, sir.
Very good, Mr. Welland.
More rammers! Run her out! Fire!
She's running off now, sir.
We've frightened her off, sir. Very good. Very good.
An original concept, Horatio? To fire the contents of your cot at him?
It would certainly have put me off my aim.
You see the way the Frenchman fell off the wind at the first whiff of it.
Well, Mr. Hornblower.
Sir.
I'm informed that you fired your stern chaser with no shot in it. Is that true?
The Frenchman was bearing away preparatory to firing, sir. I thought it of capital importance to make him think again. However, briefly, so as to give Mr. Bush time to fire properly, before we received the full broadside, sir.
Subtle, Mr. Hornblower, subtle. How long did it take you to cook up that story?
Is this to be your career, Mr. Hornblower, covering up your incompetence with ingenious fairy stories?
I submit, sir, that the ploy caused the Frenchman to...
You submit? Good. Submit to just criticism, and in time you might make a seaman.
Sir, with respect, Mr. Hornblower and I agreed upon a course of action, that his stern chaser should fire its warning.
You too, Mr. Bush, are you joining Mr. Hornblower?
No, sir, it might have been the wrong course of action, but I agreed to it. Mr. Hornblower posted Mr. Welland to observe the French frigate.
Mr. Welland. Ah, yes, I'm obliged, Mr. Bush, much obliged. Mr. Hornblower and I have some unfinished business with regard to Mr. Welland.
One. Two. Three. Four.
Well?
Sir, do I proceed?
Well, it's quite straightforward, Dr. Clive. Mr. Matthews has beaten Mr. Welland insensible. Does he continue?
Punishment ended.
Bring him to the sick bay.
Then get back on watch, Mr. Hornblower.
Mr. Hornblower. Nasty business, that. Nasty business. But then again, boys have been beaten since history began. It would be a bad thing for the world if ever boys should cease to be beaten.
That may well be your medical opinion, Dr. Clive. But I can see no useful purpose served by thrashing a young boy within an inch of his life.
Come, Mr. Hornblower. A little tincture of laudanum for the pain, and all will soon be forgotten.
Forgotten, maybe, Dr. Clive. But forgiven.
Careful, Mr. Hornblower. I've had the good fortune to serve the captain for over 15 years, and he's inspired nothing but loyalty in the men under his command.
And that, too, is your medical opinion, is it, Dr. Clive?
Article 19. If any person in or belonging to the fleet shall make or endeavour to make any mutinous assembly upon any pretence whatsoever, every person offending herein and being convicted thereof by the sentence of the court-martial shall suffer death. And if any person shall utter any words of sedition or mutiny, he shall suffer death. And if any officer, mariner, or soldier shall behave himself with contempt to his superior officer, or shall disobey any lawful command, every such person shall suffer death. And I'll have you all know that these articles apply to my officers as much as to anyone else. Carry on, Mr. Buckland.
Aye, sir.
Division officers! Dismiss your divisions!
Dismiss! 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 Look lively there! Wait, that's dismiss!
Mr. Buckland, sir. Half-duty Sunday today. Double rum for all these good men.
Sir. Extra rum for the crew. This rule applies to my officers.
Yes.
It's an interesting method of fostering cooperation in the crew. Have you ever come across it before?
No, I most certainly have not.
Perhaps Captain Sawyer's methods will prove consistent in the end. Perhaps it's only an impression.
What?
The erratic nature of his command. How do you find it?
Erratic. Most erratic, to say the least.
Thank you, sir. I needed reassurance that I was not misjudging the captain's mental powers.
Not at all. That is to say, Probably not.
I suppose it's a matter for Dr. Clive to pronounce on.
That would be the appropriate course, yes.
Good evening, gentlemen. You are the officer of the watch, are you not, Mr. Hornblower?
If you'll excuse me, sir, I'm needed up on deck.
Extra run. Well, waste not, want not.
Put that back. Put that back. Or do you want me to smarten up that pick-ugly face of yours?
Styles. Randall. Put it back.
Mr. Hornblower. Well rested, I trust.
Sir.
Asleep on watch. You're as good as dead already. I'll take you out and hang you by the neck. Unless... I do believe your life is in my hands. You fear me, sir?
I've always held you in the highest regard, sir.
Indeed. I was once like you, young, intemperate, a danger to fellow officers. You would shoot me where I stand.
Sir.
Here.
Captain Sawyer, please.
Don't trifle with me, sir. Shoot me.
Stop that!
You too, Dr. Clive. Someone I can trust.
You should be in bed, sir. Give it to me. You could do yourself an injury, sir. Come. I shall give you something to help you sleep, sir.
Your life is in my hands. Don't forget. Your life is in my hands.
You won't forget, sir. Will you, Mr. Hornblower?
I will not, sir.
You'd do well not to let Randall get to you.
But he's so...
Hey, you're bosun's mate now. It's your job to keep order.
Message from Mr. Hornblower. Could you attend to him on deck?
Is that all he said?
No, he said look lively.
Long night.
Oh, time is only the half of it. I feared he was the captain returning.
Oh, why, what new madness has he embarked upon? What can we do for you, Mr. Hobbs?
Captain Sawyer. I've never seen a man so unstable in his mind. He wants to die, Archie.
Then let him.
My fear is that in doing so, he'll delight in all of us dying with him.
What now, Hobbs?
It's Matthew, sir. You wanted to see me, sir?
I think I'll call her Bessie.
Bit of unfinished business, Styles. You're not so tough without your mate Matthews around, are you?
I don't need any help to teach you some manners.
You don't need no knife neither.
Get off me, bastard! Get off! Get off! Oh, no!
Should have realised I'm being sent on a wild goose chase, sir.
Damn you!
My God, you pay for this.
Now put him in irons.
There's winning.
What? He said he was winning, sir.
Now take him to the sick bay.
What the devil do you want? I heard there was some sort of argument going on. Natural high spirits below decks, I dare say, sir.
I therefore ordered Randall to be placed in irons, and Styles, who they'd kicked almost to death.
You exaggerate, Mr. Hornblower. There he stands, large as life. You're too squeamish. I've noticed that about you.
I dare say, sir. Styles, if you would, please.
Nevertheless, there he stands. As I say, your squeamishness clouds your judgment. I advise you to conquer it. It does not bode well for your conduct under fire. Mr. Hornblower.
With respect, sir, I find...
Respect? What do you know of respect? You come before me with these men whose boisterous high spirits led them to knock each other about a bit, and you expect me to punish them. I like high spirits in my men, do you hear? What I do not like are weak-kneed officers who do not know how to keep order. Do you understand?
I understand, sir.
Charge is dismissed.
Well?
Charge is dismissed.
Believe me now, do you?
What the devil's he up to?
I suspect the evidence was before the captain, before I opened my mouth. The evidence he wanted to hear, that is.
My God, I believe you're right. Weak-kneed officers who do not know how to keep order. Never heard the like. Order? He doesn't know the meaning of the word.
Stay where you are, gentlemen. There. Every sign of guilt. Bear witness to it, Mr. Holmes.
Stand still!
A mutinous assembly, I believe.
No, sir.
Did you give me the lie on my own quarterdeck? Plotting, whispering, scheming, now treating me with gross disrespect? I'll see that you regret this, Mr. Buckland.
I intended no disrespect, sir.
Again, you give me the lie. Mr. Bush, I'm disappointed in you. Why did you not see fit to report this mutinous assembly to me?
I wasn't aware of them, sir. I was helping Mr. Welland take a name sight.
Mr. Welland. Of course. He will be in this too. You will be in trouble with these gentlemen, Mr. Welland. You
didn't keep a sharp enough lookout, did you, boy? I doubt if you have a friend left on the ship. But later for you. The lieutenants first, as their lofty rank decrees. You, Mr. Hornblower, you will resume your continuous watch for a further 36 hours, and these 3 gentlemen can report to you when every watch is called.
Aye, aye, sir.
And at every hour of every watch. 2, 4, and 6 bells, every watch, day and night, every hour. And they are to be properly dressed. Let there be no slackness in the execution of this order. None. I will have means of knowing if I am obeyed or not.
Clive. Mr. Buckland. Mr. Buckland.
May I rely on your confidentiality? Good, good, good. The captain.
The captain.
Do you think... How would you describe his mental powers, his mental state?
I would not presume to describe my commanding officer's mental state.
You can't have failed to notice his management of the ship.
I would not presume, Mr. Buckland. I advise you not to either, sir. Ambition is one thing.
Ambition? What do you mean? I'm talking about the indiscipline of the crew. The ship is barely manageable.
Hasn't it occurred to you that you would be captain?
What? What are you talking about?
For God's sake, man. If the captain were declared unfit, you would be acting captain. Master under God and all the rest of it. Sole arbiter of all lives aboard.
Sir? Matthews. How many hours is it now, sir?
35.
Well done, sir. Managed 19 hours myself once before I collapsed. Dead on my feet, sir.
What happened then?
The captain was a kind man, sir. Gave me a dozen lashes and let the whole matter drop.
Pray God I was fortunate.
Indeed, sir. Not that it'll...
Let us hope not, Matthews. A lively crew.
Not all, sir. Some of the men don't like it no more than I do.
Watch your tongue, Matthews.
Sorry, sir. I speak for a third of the men, sir.
Carry on, Mr. Matthews.
Aye, aye, sir. Mr. Welland.
You understand your duty, Mr. Welland?
I do, sir.
Good luck.
forward, you. Who threw that? The captain will hear of this.
He'll have a right laugh when he does.
Suppose we declare him unfit for command. Suppose we put him in irons.
We'd have to be quick and sharp about it, if we do it at all.
He'll call on the hands, and they might follow him and...
Suppose we were quick and sharp about it, surely there must be some chance.
Sir. Horatio, listen.
Did you indeed?
The wardroom is deserted. I thought you might be up to something. I thought you might feel that something had to be done.
I'm not sure I follow you, Mr. Bush.
About the captain.
What?
I thought you might feel that the captain wasn't fit for command.
Mr. Bush.
As I do.
I think we're all of one mind, Mr. Bush.
Well, in that case, I'd be very glad if you allow me to join you.
Mr. Wellard. I was expecting to see Mr. Hornblower on watch.
Call of nature, Mr. Hobbs.
Ah. Well, I'll just wait a moment for his return.
He's made a mockery of us. Officers on continuous watch. It's as good as a death sentence. Mr. Hornblower here, how many hours has it been?
It's certainly a novel approach to captaincy.
Novel? And what about Welland?
I like it no more than you, Mr. Kennedy.
So do we act now? Do we take a chance and declare him unfit?
And in Kingston, sir? What will await us there?
A court-martial.
Why? Why? What on earth for?
Well, this is mutiny, Mr. Buckland. Mutiny.
Well, perhaps I should check the wardroom to see that Mr. Hornblower is all right.
I hardly think that necessary, Mr. Hobbs.
Well, we wouldn't want anything untoward to have happened, would we, sir? Where are they, Mr. Welland?
This is the point. It'll sound different in court. We've been punished. That could happen to anyone. There's no grounds for mutiny.
And the crew?
Double rum, make and mend. It's not for us to criticize the captain. So the court will think.
But when they see him, Horatio...
He's cunning. And we all know he can talk. He can find a reason for anything. And he's plausible. Welland, a midshipman, no friends, no family. What will the court say when they hear the captain had a boy beaten a couple of times?
They will laugh.
And so would we. If we didn't know.
We will hang for it.
22 years. I've held my commission. Now he'll break me. And break the whole bloody ship.
Sir. Sir. Hobbs. You said to tell you, sir.
Yes, who?
Lieutenants Hornblower, Bush, Kennedy and Buckland.
Yes.
Not on watch, sir. Nor in the wardroom. And I thought...
Yes, by God, so do I.
Pull out the guard! Sir? You heard me, Sergeant? There's mutiny brewing, bloody mutiny! Pull out the guard! Stand still! If you find two or more of these gentlemen together, you will tell them to stay exactly where they are. Forward you go, Mr. Hobbs! To the hold amidship!
Aye, aye, sir!
Flush them out, the verminous scum!
Why aren't you on watch? The captain said he's coming.
God, holy God.
Anyone else? He sent Hobbs to cover the midship section. He's turned out the Marine Guard.
Me. Hope so.
Where are they?
They're around here somewhere.
Let's split up here.
Over there.
Stand there. After them! Hurry! Hurry!
I hear you. Out. Out. Or do I shoot you where you stand?
Run. Go on, get out.
Stay where you are!
They've abandoned me. Universal treachery. Universal desertion. My men, where are my true men? Keep away.
Sir?
Keep your distance.
Sir?
How long was that? Come on.
Is he dead? Dr. Clive is with him now, sir.
What happened?
It would appear he fell, Mr. Bush.
Fell?
So it would seem, sir.
Are you all right, Mr. Welland? You shaking?
Quite well, sir, considering.
Mr. Welland, would you kindly retrieve the captain's pistols? They could be vital evidence, sir.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Sir, Captain was talking about mutiny, sir. We gotta catch the mutineers, he says.
Did he give you any indication as to the identity of these mutineers?
No, sir. But Mr. Hobbs was with him. Mike confided in him, sir.
Yes, thank you. Dismissed.
We need to sway him up.
Yes, very well. Mr. Bush, get a tackle rigged.
Right, sir.
Mr. Hornblower, Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Hornblower, about this accident.
Sir.
Never mind, no, never mind, it'll keep.
Sir? Thank you, Mr. Welland.
Lift them together now. Steady.
Pistol, sir.
Very well. Over there. Will you survive?
I think so.
Will you recover?
Depends on what you mean by recover. He's very severely concussed.
I think what Mr. Buckland means is will he recover sufficiently to resume command?
Impossible to say. His skull's intact. That's all I can tell you.
Our being on continuous watch, sir.
I'll go with the captain's orders until we know more.
Aye, sir.
Well, what else can I do? He might wake up this afternoon, for God's sake. Then what?
Out of my way, please, Mr. Hobbs.
I don't seem able to move. Awkward, isn't it? Can't be helped. Though, you can help me, sir.
In what way?
Well, I was wondering what happened to the captain. And I fancy you know exactly what happened.
Get out of my way or I shall report you. How can I help you with that? I wasn't there.
Oh, I think you can, sir. For when the captain's recovered, there'll be shootings and hangings aboard this ship. And you won't want to fall foul of those. So I think you'll tell me. After all, you wouldn't want to see your young neck stretched like a chicken. Sir.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Mr. Buckland, we didn't do anything.
Perhaps not. We all know what was said.
Yes, but to no effect. Events overtook us.
That does not mean that I'm comfortable with it.
We did nothing other than consider our options in those circumstances.
Fate intervened, Mr. Buckland.
And the air smells all the better for it.
The captain's incapacity is not a matter for celebration, Mr. Kennedy. Unless and until Dr. Clive pronounces otherwise, I would remind you that he is still in charge of this ship.
You want me to wake him, sir?
He hasn't slept for days. Let him have a little longer.
I don't envy his position. He's the one that would have to assume command. But the responsibility weighs heavy. Why don't you get some sleep, Mr. Kennedy? I'll stand watch for you.
Thank you, Mr. Bush.
but I will share the watch with you.
Very well.
Two-day sail from Santo Domingo.
Not long to whip this crew into fighting shape.
No, Mr. Bush, but I'm sure the task will not prove beyond us.
How did it happen?
How did what happen?
How did the captain fall down the hatchway?
I think he must have overbalanced.
Is that all?
All? What do you mean, all?
You know what I mean. You were there.
Mr. Buckland's compliments, and can you both attend him in the captain's cabin immediately?
He's lost his memory, you say?
Yes, he does not remember his accident at all, or the hours preceding it.
Is he capable at present of commanding this ship? It needs to be established, Dr. Clive.
At present, no.
Then we all know where we stand.
For the present, we do.
How do you propose to treat him?
We're bleeding him. I may purge him later. I've yet to refine a regime. He's certainly calmer.
Calmer? In what way has he not been calm? He looks comatose.
That may be a natural reaction to his memory loss and so on, to his injuries.
And what was this quite natural reaction?
He became a little agitated, that is all.
How? In what way agitated?
He showed symptoms, not extreme, of a certain paraphrenesis with occasional frenetical impulses.
And in plain English?
I could perceive certain symptoms, as I say, tendencies which led me to suppose some irritation of the meninges, brain lining, in plain English, which caused me to think...
In plain English, Dr. Clive, is the captain capable of resuming command?
No.
Thank you.
For the time being.
Oh, back there again, are we?
And we won't know, will we, if you keep him in this condition?
What do you mean?
You're giving him laudanum, aren't you?
What business is it of yours? I'm his doctor.
One does not need to be a doctor to know the effects of an opiate.
But you're dosing him with laudanum, Dr. Clive. Well, are you?
A certain dosage seems to be appropriate.
How will we ever know if the captain is capable of running the ship if you're keeping him in a constant state of sedation? You will oblige me, Dr. Clive, by leaving off your drugging of the captain.
I do believe a bit of bruising about the face improves your looks.
I've had worse beatings at the hands of my father. If he was my father.
Next time, I'm going to do you for good, Styles.
It's you when we toss us to the crabs, Randall.
Except that spit him out. Because they're very particular about what they eat at crabs.
It's more likely when the captain comes back, you two will be dancing from the end of a rope. You and whoever it was who pushed the captain into the hold.
Save it, Styles. He's all mouth.
Oh, no, that's a promise. I've got a nice bit of yard on for you two. And an extra bit for Mr. Wellard.
The captain fell. We all know that.
Of course he did. Anyway, you two won't be so leery if the captain doesn't come back, I can tell you.
Oh? Why not?
Because Lieutenant Buckland is a born fool. He couldn't command a trip round the bay, never mind a 74.
Dr. Clive, it is necessary for me formally to assume command of this ship.
What's preventing you?
You are Dr. Clive. You will not declare the captain unfit for command. You keep prevaricating.
Until you declare him unfit, it will be a usurpation of power.
Mutiny, in other words. Why are you so frightened of the word? You don't seem frightened of the fact that someone may have shoved him down that ladder and nearly killed him. That's what you should be concerning yourselves with, not the niceties of taking over.
Dr. Clive, this is hardly helpful.
Helpful be damned! I served with him in 3 ships. I know him. The man's a hero.
You're drunk, damn it. You're drunk.
Dr. Clive, We are less than 2 days' sail away from Samana Bay, where we are to see action. It is vital that you declare the captain unfit to command this ship, and for it to be noted, you will please satisfy us as to this point.
Damned if I will. There it is. You decide. Satisfy yourselves.
It may be a useful cautionary measure, sir, if Mr. Kennedy were to note Dr. Clive's inebriated condition. It may be that he is incapable himself of carrying out his duties.
Too slow, gentlemen! We need to be faster when we engage the enemy!
All this other gun crew will be blown out of the water!
Right, let's show these bastards how it should be done, eh?
Reload!
Reload! Gun ready, Mr. Hornblower! Run it out!
Gun ready, Mr. Bush! Run her out!
Fire!
Fire!
1 minute 35, Mr. Bush, to my 1 minute 28.
Better!
But not good enough.
Reload! You're a hard taskmaster, Mr. Hornblower.
We'll make a crew out of them yet, Mr. Bush.
Much better, gentlemen.
We're getting there, sir.
You unwell, Mr. Hornblower?
No, sir. But I have a request, sir.
He wants to do what?
That's what he said.
Well, over to that.
Come and look at this. Could you do that?
This is my ship, not a public bathhouse. Mr. Buckland, you will arrest Lieutenants Bush, Hornblower, and Kennedy.
Sir.
Arrest them, unless you care to join them.
Very well. Sergeant Whiting.
Sir, come along, gentlemen.
Clap them in irons like the mutinous dogs they are!
By the mark! Five! And a quarter less! Five!
It's no good, sir. We'll never bring the guns to bear. The fort's too high up.
Sir. Get away, get away! Sir, I beg you, we are standing into terrible danger.
By the mark! 3!
There is only a few feet of water under us, sir. We must turn now before it's too late.
No, I don't want to. I want to fight them.
Then at least let me release the other lieutenants. Without them, there will be no one to command the guns.
Oh, no, you don't, Mr. Buckland. I know what you want. They'll stay just where they are.
We're gonna come under fire at any minute.
Why doesn't Buckland do something? Most of the hands would back him up. They're not stupid. Hobbs! Hobbs, come here now! For God's sake, man, this is madness. Get us out of here.
Can't do that, sir. You know I can't.
You can't work the guns on your own, Hobbs.
Lead us, Hobbs. I can't.
Hobbs, get us out of here now. That's an order.
No.
Damn, thought we had him there.
We did.
That's it! That's more like it! Return fire, Mr. Buckland!
We cannot elevate the guns enough, sir!
I said return fire! Oh, my God, I will! Engage the enemy, mister.
Sir.
And a quarter less 3!
This is my ship!
Fire. We're aground. God help us. We're aground.
Come on!
Heated shot! They're using heated shot! I wouldn't worry, Mr. Kennedy. We'll drown long before we burn.
Here!
Why is it I can never find you when I need you?
Get Clive. Get the doctor. And tell him to bring a straitjacket.
Get out of my way. Make me.
Hold him down!
Mr. Buckland's compliments, and will you please come to the quarterdeck?
My respects to the first lieutenant, but no, it's impossible. See why, surely.
The captain said he's not himself.
Is he wounded?
No, sir, but...
Well, these men are. Now, pass me that sword.
Stand back, gents. We'll soon have you out of there. Do your stuff, Styles.
Thank you, Matthews. Now find the carpenter and get that hole plugged up. Then meet us up on deck.
Buckland, you all right, sir?
We're aground. Fast aground.
We'll have to get her off at the anchors.
Where is the captain, sir?
He's gone to Earth somewhere. I've sent young Welland to look for the doctor.
Where the hell is he?
We'll need to get a cable up to her stern port.
Well, Matthews can do that, sir. I'll take a boat and stand by under the stern to take the cable if you'll bring the anchor round in the launch. Mr. Kennedy, command the capstan.
Very good.
Stars, you come with me. Give us plenty of slack, Matthews.
Aye, aye, sir. More slack.
Come on, men! Now give way together!
Sir, if you please, the captain was in a very bad way. I do beg you to go to him.
minute! In a minute!
More ligatures.
Stretch out, Mr. Hornblower! Stretch out!
Aye, aye!
Mr. Bush! Come on over here!
They pushed me. That's what they did. Push me. Mutiny. My God. It is mutiny.
Come on, man! The ship's at stake! Heave in! Heave and wake the dead! Move those bodies there! Stay to your post! Get up! Come on!
Where is he? Where is he?
He's over there somewhere. Mr. Welland, find Sergeant Whiting. Bring him here with 4 of his men. Quickly now.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain Sawyer, sir. It's me. Dr. Clive.
I was right.
Heave, damn it, heave! You want to sit here till the next tide while they shoot us to pieces? Heave!
Did you feel it?
When the guns fired.
It must have broken the suction. Double shot the guns. I'll tell Buckland.
Double shot the guns!
Mr. Hornblower, what's happening below? If we miss this tide, we're finished.
Mr. Bush's compliments, sir. We're about to fire every gun double shotted.
We can't elevate the guns enough even to hit the fort.
Recoil may shake us free, sir.
There he is. He's one of them. Mutineers, all of them. You're under arrest for mutiny and treason. Now, Sergeant Whiting, do your duty.
The priority is to refloat the ship, sir.
What? So we should, yes.
Mr. Welland, my respects to Mr. Bush. Tell him to carry on.
Stay there, you puppy! I give the orders here!
Mr. Welland, if you please.
Aye, aye, sir.
Do your duty, Sergeant. Damn your eyes, do your duty, or by God I will.
Dr. Clive, is the captain fit to command this vessel?
No, it's not as simple as that.
Arrest him!
Dr. Clive, if you continue to prevaricate, we shall all die here.
I'll count to 3.
Sir, I beg you.
1.
Dr. Clive!
2.
You're endangering the ship, Sir Dr. Clive!
All right, yes.
3!
Keep it going, Marquis!
What happened? Sergeant Whiting, the captain has been declared unfit for command. Please disarm him and escort him below.
Going up! Stand by the sheet!
Horatio, what's going on? The doctor has finally decided that the captain is unfit to command.
He was under duress.
Did you not declare the captain unfit for command?
You're being threatened with a pistol, for God's sake.
By whom? By the captain.
Come on, man, move it!
Take him to his cabin. You'll swing for this. You all will.
Tell me, Mr. Hornblower.
Sir.
Did you know that the captain had fired his pistol?
No, sir.
Oh, I see.
We were hard aground, sir. We were as good as dead already.
You just took a gamble.
They seemed reasonable enough odds, sir.
Ready when you are, sir.
Mr. Bush?
You're in command of the Renown now, sir?
Yes. Very well. Let's get the ship underway before the Dons sink us.
Raise sheets and tags! Thanks a lot! Hard and armor!
So the ship was saved.
Yes, sir.
It was Dr. Clive's opinion that Captain Sawyer was unfit to command?
Reluctantly, yes. That was his opinion.
Well, that's something at least. But you do realize, sir, it's your word against his.
It was for the good of the service, sir, and for the safety of the ship.
By God, Mr. Hornblower, I hope you can back that up with solid evidence, because from where I'm standing, I wouldn't lay great odds on an acquittal.
No, sir. I'm afraid you're right.
So you say Captain Sawyer's condition was due to falling down the hatchway?
That's what seemed to push him over the edge, sir.
It's a very interesting choice of words, Mr. Hornblower. How did the captain come to fall?